So what you got planned for next month? Well, I'm getting all my teeth pulled. Can't wait. Brutal. Sounds fun. Lose weight fast that way. So before we jump into all that, I want to revisit our last video, our 30-day update. I really had a blast editing that video. The ending, we threw in some bloopers with Cassie, and Cassie's being her spunky, authentic self. I was cracking up while I was editing it, so let's take a look at that again. Now you do the outro. That's our thing.
Okay, Fraser.
Okay.
Now, but you're doing brilliantly. Oh, except your hearts could be a bit gruffer. Don't direct me.
Well, but you never know what to say, so just...
Well, let me just roll with it.
All right, let's see you roll with it.
So that's our update for this video.
All right, good attempt. Take two.
So anyway, thanks for watching. And if you're interested to see if we can hit our 200-pound weight loss goal, I got it. I got it. If you're interested in following our 200 weight, you better not put this stuff in there. Hold on.
Take 52.
If you're interested in watching our weight loss journey of 200 pounds, so everybody, thanks for watching. Nope, that's not gonna work. Last one, I'm gonna nail it. Or leave us a comment if you're interested. It just doesn't seem natural. All right, you ready? If you're interested in watching us reach our 200 weight, doggone, how many takes? How many? That's when you should have just jumped in and rescued me. Damn it. Thanks for watching us. So thanks for... Come on! Just don't nail it. So thanks for watching our video today. If you... Doggone! Come on! What is happening? Last time. Okay. This is silly.
So I had to throw in that little blooper reel of Cassie. I thought it was hilarious, and it really highlights her, natural personality. When we first met, almost 20 years ago, we were both in the casino industry, and we were both crap dealers. And the very first time I ever met her was we worked together on the same table. On a crap table, you have 3 dealers and a boxman. At that time, we worked at the only casino in the Chicagoland area. It was really busy, a lot of money. It was the only game in town, as they say. You had a lot of celebrities play there, like Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, guys from the Chicago Bears. So there was a lot of money being thrown around on the crap table. The very first time I ever worked with Cassie, she just blew me away. She was amazing. It's a very fast-paced, high-pressure game. On one side of the table, you have to deal with 8 players who are throwing all kinds of multiple bets at you. They're drinking, they can be abusive. And Cassie just had a knack with that spunky Chicago attitude. She could just corral them all. She could insult them, and she'd still make tips. She was incredible, and I remember the very first time I worked with her, I was like, man, I gotta meet this girl. I fancied her right away. And it wasn't long after that I asked for her phone number. The reason I'm making this video today is because August 10th, I'm having all my teeth pulled. Sounds fun, sounds crazy, but it's time. First, I want to go into what happened to the teeth I have. Kind of a long story. I actually thought about doing a testimonial video that would have dived a lot deeper. I might do that in the future, but I'm going to give you the nutshell version. We have to go back to when I was 18 years old. My sister Tammy was murdered by her husband. She was 25 years old in a murder-suicide. So it wasn't long after my sister passed away that I moved to Nevada, and so did my mom. And I learned to deal when I was 21. So after learning to deal, learning roulette, blackjack, craps, got about 5 years experience under my belt, I moved to Chicago because there was such a great opportunity to make money out there. And that's where I met Cassie. My mom also moved out there. She ended up remarrying. Her and my dad got divorced when I was about 10 years old. They stayed good friends, but just couldn't stay married. So after I met Cassie, we dated roughly 6 months, and on Christmas morning I proposed. So we were engaged. She said yes, thankfully. It wasn't too long after that, in January actually, my mother's husband, my stepfather, Started acting really weird, started getting abusive. After what had happened to my sister 10 years prior, my mom wasn't going to put up with it. So she ended up coming to stay with us, and she left him. For the next 6 months, he was stalking her, stalking me, Cassie, big time. I mean, he was a nightmare. And let me tell you, when somebody's coming at you kamikaze, they really don't care about the consequences. It's really hard to stop him. I did everything I could to keep my mom and Cassie safe. He eventually found out where my mom was working, and he showed up around 8 in the morning. And when she was getting out of her car, he killed her. And then he killed himself. And my dad in California passed away 3 weeks prior to this from throat cancer. So my dad's my hero, my mom's my best friend. I was absolutely devastated. I mean, later on, I had a few psychiatrists tell me I had a nervous breakdown. You know, for example, like for 3-4 months after my mom passed, I couldn't take a shower alone. I would just start having like these panic attacks. Cassie would actually have to sit in the bathroom with me while I took a shower. It was really strange, really bizarre. Needless to say, I turned to alcohol for relief, and my drinking got worse and worse over the next 10 years. I was killing myself. And the way my teeth ended up this way, I was working graveyard at the time, and my routine was to come home, pound some booze, a fifth of Jägermeister, pass out, wake up, vomit in the shower, and then go back to work and rinse and repeat. So that acid from, you know, throwing up every day just destroyed my teeth. My top teeth are completely like just eroded, and from, you know, when you vomit, you stick out your tongue. So these teeth pretty much, you know, were like protected. The only tooth I have to chew with right now is this one right here. It's not even a molar, it's like 2 back from my canine. And I've been chewing on that sucker for like 4 years. It's amazing what you get used to, because I can chew anything with it. With that one tooth, I can chew, you know, the toughest steak you can think of. And the reason I can chew with it is because there's a tooth above it. And that's the only spot in my mouth where, you know, 2 teeth touch. But I have no molars on my bottoms and the back, and all my molars are almost gone on the top. So, carnivore on dentures. It's almost like an oxymoron. So when I had my initial consultation at the dentist about, you know, getting the extractions and getting dentures, he took my blood pressure and he told me it was too high for them to do the extractions. So before I came in for my follow-up visit to have the procedure done, I had to have my blood pressure lowered. I was just above the safety threshold. So when I quit smoking for 7 days a month ago, Cassie bought me a blood pressure monitor, a quality one. And I took my blood pressure every day, and it almost dropped back down to normal after like the 3rd day of not smoking. I don't want to go the route of getting blood pressure medicine just to have my teeth pulled. After I got sober 7 years ago, I quit smoking for 7 months. And during that time, I had a tooth pulled, and man, it stopped bleeding within an hour. And it was healing by the next day, like big time. So fast compared to when you are smoking, because I've had teeth extracted when I've been a smoker. And it'll bleed for 2-3 days, you know, take way longer to heal. So I just think it's a win-win to quit smoking, blood pressure wise, healing wise, and for my overall health, of course. So, what am I going to eat on the carnivore diet with no teeth? My plan is to be in a deep state of ketosis when I have my teeth extracted. That way, you know, maybe if I go on a bone broth fast for 3 or 4 days, you know, my body's just going to, you know, gobble up the fat that's on my belly. I plan on making a few batches of bone broth over the next few weeks and freezing it so I have it on hand. But what foods am I going to eat? I was thinking about that. You know, you have to eat soft stuff, and they're talking about pudding and, you know, pieces of bread and stuff you can mash up with your tongue, which you can't have on carnivore. So I'm thinking scrambled eggs, in a pinch, Vienna sausages, potted meat, ground beef, maybe some kind of liver pate. But if you guys have any suggestions or any ideas of things that, you know, I could eat the first 2-3 weeks, please put them in the comments. I'll read every single one of them. Now, will I eventually be able to eat steak? I believe so. My father-in-law's had dentures for quite a while now, 6, 7, 8 years. Last time he was down for a visit from Michigan, I was asking him all kinds of questions, and he can eat anything. I mean, we have family dinners. He mows right through any steak we have, or It just takes a while to learn. You know, I remember when he first got them, you know, you could tell he was talking different. It just takes a while, like anything, to get used to it. So it's going to be a challenge, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready to get my smile back. And my teeth have been ugly for 10 years now. I'll be sober 7 years this November by the grace of God. I had a miracle happen to me. God took the desire to drink from me as soon as I got on my knees and I cried out to him. And really, he's restored our life in so many ways, restored our marriage. We have so much joy in our life, but my teeth are like the last thing I need to repair that was damaged from my drinking. And we finally saved up the money for me to do it. I mean, all these years, you know, something would always come up. I would definitely want Cassie to take care of her teeth, and little Larry would get his teeth, you know, taken care of before me. You know, I was like, no, I can wait. Now we have the money, we have it saved up, and it's time to get it done. So like I said, you guys got any ideas for things I can eat that are carnivore approved and soft on the soft side? Let me know in the comments. Do any of you out there have dentures, eating the carnivore diet? If so, I would love to hear from you. But as always, guys, thanks again for checking in with us, giving our channel a glance. If you're not subscribed, I encourage you to follow Cassie and I as we try and lose 200 pounds eating the carnivore diet. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all.